about this before, but I know several of you haven't. So I lived in the States for 3 years and I saw the future. It really was quite scary. One of the examples I gave the other day was the local hairdresser I went to was raising money for a woman who was a nurse in what was of course a private hospital in the States, and she was diagnosed with cancer and unfortunately was no longer able to work because of her cancer. In most cases in the States, your health insurance comes with your job. So, because she couldn't work anymore, she immediately lost her health insurance. That meant that she couldn't afford her cancer treatment. So, in the local hairdressers I went to, they were raising money for her to pay for her cancer treatment. And unfortunately, the next time I went to get my hair cut, she died because there was not enough money. And that happens to so many people in the States. And there are so many examples. Another example is the fact that most employers in the States will, if you employ people for 20 or more hours a week, they have to provide your health insurance. So what do most employers do? Or a lot of employers will employ people for 19 hours a week so that they don't have to pay their health insurance. The average tax in the States is pretty much the same that we pay here, so they're paying all the same tax as us. On top of that, they're having to pay thousands of dollars a year in health insurance. When I was there, diagnosed with glaucoma, after 6 months of having glaucoma, the health insurance company said, sorry, you've had this for 6 months now, we're no longer going to pay for your treatment. I mean, even when you have health insurance in the States, you still have to pay quite a lot of money for each visit. You have to pay something called a copay. But after that, I had to pay everything. So I had to pay $100 a month for eye drops. Every time I went to the hospital, I had to pay at least $200, and that was at least once a month to have my eyes checked. So, I had someone on the doorstep the other day saying to me, I'm not interested in the NHS, I have private healthcare. And I obviously wasn't feeling particularly persuasive at the time, and I didn't say all these things, but after I thought, why didn't I say that? I don't want to say to him, I hope you don't get ill. Well, not just that, I hope you don't get ill, but, I've heard so many cases of friends of mine who are doctors and nurses saying that they work in the NHS and they're constantly having to deal with the mistakes that the private hospitals are making. Do we want that? I certainly don't want that. So the Green Party policy is to completely make the NHS public again. And I'm incredibly proud of Caroline Lucas for introducing the NHS reinstatement bill to Parliament. We showed on Monday night in the Heart Centre the video for Sell-Off. And if you haven't seen Sell-Off, I highly recommend watching it. It's a series of doctors and other health workers talking about exactly what has been done to the NHS over the last 20 years. And every single person in that video has been intimidated by their employers into not speaking. So there is serious intimidation happening out there. The American companies are queuing up to take over the NHS. They already have taken over various parts of the NHS. We have that wonderful book written by Oliver Letwin in the 90s, or was it the 80s, about privatisation, where he actually wrote the way to make privatisation happen is to gradually run down the service so that people don't like it anymore, and then it's easier to privatise. He actually wrote that in a book. So, Green Party policy, fully public again, no internal market. The internal market costs about £9 billion a year, which is about 10% of the NHS budget. Again, people I talk to in the NHS say they spend all their time bidding for contracts rather than actually doing the thing they're supposed to be doing, which is caring for people. And these people are like psychologists, speech therapists, everyone like that. They're qualified, trained people for their role, and they're spending all of their time bidding for contracts and competing with other people. So we really believe it should be fully public, and it's interesting that Labour are having the Save the NHS rally in Leeds. Yes, Labour kind of do support the NHS in some ways, but they've said that they're going to keep it privatised. They've said, okay, we're going to leave it to 5%, a maximum of 5% of profits, but that's still privatisation, and they're still going to have the internal market. So it's not going away. We're going to invest £12 billion in the NHS over the period of the government, and there's going to be so many, is it 20 now? It's gone up. It's gone up since the last one with the manifesto. And hundreds of thousands of new workers, so we're really going to make a difference. All my friends who work in the NHS say, you know, when I said I was standing for the Green Party, I said, Tim, please help us do something about the NHS. We're absolutely desperate. We spend all our time shielding our patients from the changes that the government keep making. They're absolutely desperate for someone to just come in and say, just like with doctors, for example, spend all their time managing money, they just want to get on with seeing patients. We have loads of other policies, I won't go into massive detail, but it's all about preventive healthcare. You know, lower pollution levels, thousands of people die every year from pollution. We've got to prevent that kind of thing happening. And we want more localised healthcare as well. And later on we have Claire's going to talk about mental health policies as well. So I'll leave it there, but you know, if there's just one issue that I think makes it vital to vote for the Green Party, that issue is the NHS. Thank you very much.